Hey everybody, it's Brick Waffle again, and we're back on WaffleMods Season 2, WaffleMods 2 Pack, whatever you want to call it. I've got some iron armor and a shield. That's right, I have been playing a little bit in between episodes, so let's go ahead and take a look. I've got an obsidian paxel and osmium, not obsidian, osmium paxel, osmium sword. I've got a sleeping bag now, and some shears. And we have done a little bit of work, so we didn't really modify the Tinker's smeltery too much. Put a little cap on it, put a trash can nearby, and we got the hopper with all the metals in it. So I've been mining quite a bit. Osmium, nickel, iron, tin, some basic stuff. Nothing really fancy yet. Gold, I think, is about the deepest we've gone. Maybe a little bit of redstone. And then Sakala got on and she started working on a farm plot. And so we're going to have that over here as well. We're going to use this lava. We're going to pump all of this out of here at some point and fill up a bunch of tanks or drums or something like that. But this is just easy access for us, so I don't want to get rid of it just yet. But yeah, we've got a little bit of crop planted over here. It looks like we just got some wheat growing. And I think she's going to start laying out all the different crops from Pam's and all that stuff for us. So things are going pretty well. We also went ahead and tamed a horse and a couple of donkeys. It looks like we've got a second horse in here, but you can see on the mini-map, there are just horses everywhere. There's donkeys over here, donkeys over there, horses in the distance. I mean, this plain is just filled with them, so it wasn't too hard to do that either. But like I said, I wanted to do a lot of stuff on camera with you guys, so really what we've done is just more of what we've already done a little bit of on camera. With the exception of laying out the crop fields, but that's not anything you guys probably don't know how to do. So I went ahead and got our furnace upgraded to a gold furnace, and I think we're just keeping our iron out here still. All of our metal is going to be in one box for the time being. And we got a couple of things we want to work on today. One of them is I want to get some Tinker's tools made, because the osmium paxel is nice, but it doesn't do any of the bigger areas. So I want to get, a hammer and an excavator and all that kind of stuff made. And then I also want to see if we've got time after doing that about making some better storage. So that's going to be really helpful because stuff is kind of scattered around. This is all the stuff that's kind of blocks. This is all the stuff that's not blocks. So that's not really a great way to organize. And this is stuff that's just meant for, using immediately in this Tinker setup. So we're going to need some stencils. And it looks like we're actually going to need to make more stencils themselves. So let's grab some oak wood and some spruce wood and some sticks. Let's do this. And we'll take half of that. Those. Get 4 more of those. Why did you do that? That's weird. Okay. Do that. 4 more of those. Okay, there we go. So let's put some stencils in here. And we want to get, let's see, I made myself a little list here. We want to get a hammerhead. And then we want to, actually, let's just go ahead and put it in the pattern chest. That makes sense. And a tough rod. Is that a tough rod? Yep, tough tool rod. And we need some large plates. And then we also want to get a lumber axe, which is a lumber axe head. That's a broad axe head. Yep. And we've got tough binding. And that one I think just uses tough rods and tough plates, but you've already got excavator head. And then bindings, rods, and plates, which you've got. And then I also want to do a regular pick because that's going to allow us to make a really fast pick. I don't know why I made 2 of those. Whoops. Double click for the lose. I need a regular binding and a regular tool rod. So let's go ahead and grab the tool rod and a regular binding. Good deal. Okay, so now what we want to do is throw that in there, grab some cobblestone, and we want to actually make cobblestone versions of all of this stuff so we can create casts. So let's see, we can get a stone pickaxe head, broad axe head, hammer head, excavator head, there it goes, tool rod, tough rod head, some regular binding, tough binding, and large plate. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. So I think we're happy with that. Don't really need that stuff anymore. And we can put that guy away. Whoop. There it goes. All right, so the next thing we need is some materials. And let's see what we've got in here. We've got some brass ingots and we've got some gold ingots. And we want to take, we want to take this off, I think. Yeah, we want to go back and get our regular faucet because I don't think we want to accidentally make more than one of these. So let's get our faucet out of here. Let's put that on there. And let's see if we can then go ahead and make just the casts we want. So let's take that out. Let's start with the basic stuff. That's going to be, no, give me that. It's going to be pretty easy to do. Let's smelt up some brass. And I think we're going to have to use gold behind it. So brass should melt first. We'll use that up first, and then we'll have gold left over. And you can make these casts out of brass or gold. So that should be just fine. There we go. Okay, so how much do we need for that? 1 ingot's worth. Perfect. Okay, so we got one of those. Now let's go for, let's just make all the parts for the basic tools first. So stone tool rod. There we go. And then we're going to need, let's put this stuff up here. The stone binding. Looks like that's all 1 ingot each. That's what I was hoping. I know that it costs 8 material to make the large plate, but let's see if it actually costs 8. Oh no, I don't want to do it that way, because how much brass do I have left in case I'm wrong? 2 ingots. Alright, so let's try something smaller. Let's try the stone tough rod. It is 1 ingot for the cast. Fantastic. Okay, and let's do the tough binding. That's 1 ingot. Awesome. So all the casts are 1 ingot. That's what I was hoping to see. I was a little worried that might not be the case, but it looks like we're going to be safe. And so we're going to use gold for the rest of it just because it's what we have. But oh, it looks like 2 gold for those. Okay. All right, so we might actually have to go find a little bit more gold for some of this last bit. Okay. There we go. And this one. Then we're going to have, what, 1 left after this? Not really sure. Or did I do my math wrong and we have enough? Oh, do we have enough? Oh, that's perfect. Okay, good. Good. So now we can put our ingot cast back on here, not our berry. And we can get the last ingot worth of gold back out of here. Okay, fantastic. So that's going to work really well for us. We're going to leave that there for now and keep the automated stuff to the side, because next thing we want to do is go get some, or start casting some parts here. Alright, so we want to make how many different things? For a pick, we're going to want a couple of pickaxe heads. That's material cost 2. Let me do a little bit of math and gather all the materials in the smeltery, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so we got the last little bit of iron going in here. So we've got some copper, some bronze, and some iron. And I think we're ready to start casting tools. So for our copper, I think we want to use that for our bindings. So we're going to need 1 regular one and a couple of large tough ones for the lumber axe and excavator. So let's start with the regular one and pour some copper into that. And that should automatically go into our chest down there. Perfect. Now let's put in the tough binding, and we'll pour 2 of those, and that should be 7 copper altogether. So there's 1, it's cooling off. There it goes, and another one. And if we did our math right, then we should have no copper left in there. That's perfect. Okay, great. So those are everything we're done with our bindings. And I know it's trying to put stuff in here for me automatically. Now we want to work on the tool heads. So we're going to do, the pick is going to be bronze. There it goes, molten bronze. Okay, we got that out of there. Let's just put this stuff up here like that. Don't need the pick stuff anymore. We're going to have to put this away at some point too. What are we going to use? I'm going to keep the rods out of here and the plates, because that's all going to be iron, I think. So let's see, we want axe, hammer, and let's see, hammer, axe, and excavator. Do it in that order. So hammer out of bronze, that's going to take 8 ingots worth. And it looks like we're just going to have to deal with the fact that it's going to automatically put stuff in here unless we actually put this in a chest. Let's go ahead and do that actually. Let's just put it down here. You can see we're collecting our tools anyway. And then we want broadhead axe. There we go. Let's put that away. Broad axe head, not broadhead axe. That's going to cast, and it takes a second to cool in there. Then we're going to do the excavator, and we'll get into the last bit. So we should have 8. Yeah, perfect. Just enough for the shovel head. Put that in there. Excavator head. Nope, not the hopper. Broad axe head. Let's get in there. There it goes. Let's put that in there, and then we should have nothing but iron in the smeltery. Excellent. So we're going to need 1 regular tool rod. That's for the pick. And put that away. We don't need that anymore. And then we're going to need, what is that, 2 or 3 of those? 3 of these. Right, because we're making 4 tools altogether. Everything needs a handle. And it's pretty cool to watch this thing pour and cool. I think that's nice. I actually think this would be a great mechanic in vanilla Minecraft. Being able to cast metals like that. I know it seems a little bit complicated maybe, but I think it's pretty cool. Certainly as an alternative if people wanted to go that route. So there's a second one, we're pouring a third one. And that's actually true of a lot of mods. I think there's some mods, and over time they kind of have been added to the base game, but I think there's some mods that really would make sense to be in vanilla. They're just so common, everybody likes to install them. Things like a map are pretty handy. And just let it be server settings that people could turn on or off. You know, if the server doesn't want a map, great, just turn it off. Okay, there's 4 of those rods, so let's put that away. And then we should be able to just keep pouring iron into these casts until we're out of it in here. So we got a few of these. Each one of them takes 8 iron, and that's a block is 9, so yeah, we should be good on that. So we have to make 1, 2, 3, 4 of these in total as well. Alright, since this is going to take a little bit of time to cool each one of these, I'm going to go ahead and cut here, and I'll be back when I've got these materials made. Alright, now let's make some tools. So let's see, we're going to start with our pickaxe, and we're just going to put a bronze axe head, copper, and an iron tool rod. There we go. Bronze, magnetic, dense, well-established pickaxe. That's going to be decent for us. Once we find a diamond, we're going to put it on here, and that's going to allow us to get everything that a diamond pick could get. Let's see, we also want to make ourselves a hammer. And here we're going to do 1 and 2 of those. A bronze head and a tough tool rod. There's our hammer. And excavator is going to be the same way. So excavator, 1 of those, 1 of those, and 1 of those. And I did it wrong. That's what I did. I did 4 of the tough tool rods. Okay. So the reason I have an extra part is in between cuts I did my math wrong, and I went, wait a minute, I don't have enough iron. I had to get a little bit more in there. But that's because I made too many tough tool rods. Now I think, let's see, can we melt that back down then, since we haven't touched it? We sure can. Okay, great. So that's going to melt back down into iron, and that's going to get put back in here. The other thing I did was I went ahead and put a pattern chest out here, and we can just keep our casts right here next to the smeltery. Okay, so cool. That's going to be it. I'm going to gather up a little bit of food here, and then we're going to go mining with this stuff. So quick cut, and I'll be right back. Alright, so our home is right back there, and right across the lake we've got this little cave that ends up opening up into the ravine. So we're going to come over here, and you can see that's the ravine right there. So it's an easier way down than coming from the top. Not by much, but it is going to make a bit of a difference. Now I did a little bit of caving in here the other day. Ravining? It's not really a cave. I guess it's kind of cave. Whoops. And I cleared out a lot of the stuff that was really easy to get. I missed a few things, and there's some stuff up higher that's going to be kind of a difficult thing to get to as well. But next what we want to do is actually try to go a little bit deeper. So we'll jump into the water here, and we'll find maybe the lowest point around, and we're going to try to go and start digging down. Because what I want to do is get down to redstone again and some diamond level. I really want to get a diamond. Whoa, hello, creeper. Right there. Do something. Or don't do something. That'd be even better. There it goes. Okay, so let's drop a torch in there, and we are woefully unprepared with torches. Some dense emerald ore, though. I'll take that. Okay. Saw green there. It scared me a little bit. Is that a baby skeleton? It is a baby skeleton. That's new. Alright, so let's get a little bit of stuff from up here. Sounds like he might be dying. Okay. Not going to worry too much about that. And let's go ahead and use our hammer when we get a big vein like this. I'm not going to use it all the time just because I don't want to end up with a bunch of cobblestone, but whenever there's more than a few blocks to break, it seems like a good idea. Oh, hey, another baby skeleton. That's just terrifying. What mod adds that? Mechanism. Oh, man. Scary stuff. They're fast. Okay. So we're definitely going to have to keep our eyes out for that. That's new. And horrific. Let's get some copper here. That seems good. Get that opened up. Some tin. Some more iron. Let's get our hammer over here as well. There we go. That's starting to work out pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get up a bunch of materials, gather up a bunch of materials, get them, gather them, one of those. Words. Having a hard time today. But I'm going to gather up a bunch of stuff, and then I will meet you guys back at base for the next part of this. Alright, so we We just slept and made a daytime. We got a bunch of monsters out here. That creeper I'm going to have to deal with at some point. I'm going to let him wander around for right now. But we do have a lot of stuff out here. We've got some dense ores that we need to smelt up. I think you have to smelt the quartz ores like that too. Let's see, I think you have to smelt the dense lapis. Anything that's dense, I think you have to smelt that way. In a regular furnace, I mean. Black quartz, osmium has to be done that way. Dense emerald ore. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Salt, dense emerald. We're going to put black quartz in there in a minute. I think that's it for that stuff. Then we got some silver, some tin, some copper, some zinc, some iron. Oh, mercury has to be done that way. And we did get 2 diamonds. So now what we want to do is put those 2 diamonds on a couple of our tools right away. So let's get that on our hammer and on our pick. So that's the important stuff there. Let's go ahead and put our cobblestone back in this chest. And then let's see, redstone, all that stuff. We don't need any of that right now. We'll actually keep the coal out. Give me that. More redstone. All of that stuff can go in the smeltery, but we have to put it in the right order so we don't accidentally alloy anything. We only want to make alloys on purpose. Okay, so all of that stuff can come out of there now. Salt, and then gold ore can now go in the furnace. Lapis we're going to have to break, and it's going to be true of the emerald as well. There we go. So all that's going in. We can throw the osmium in that one because it won't go in the tinker's smeltery. And yeah, I know at some point we'll mechanism and we'll double it all there. So let's see. Copper and tin are going to alloy into bronze. Let's go ahead and get zinc in on its own, and silver, because those aren't going to alloy. And once the zinc goes into this transfer node, we won't have to worry about it at all either. Okay, and we have silver going in. I don't want to put gold, because then that will alloy and make electrum. How much bronze do we have versus tin and copper? So we got copper, we got lots of tin. We probably do want this to alloy into bronze. So let's throw some iron in there, and what we're going to do is we're going to build up a big buffer of iron so that it doesn't flow out faster than it can alloy. And then we'll go back and alloy the tin and copper in there. And then we'll follow up with gold. Okay, good. So I've got that stuff going on. How's this coming? It's doing pretty well. There's the mercury. Looks like we got osmium coming. Let's get some more dense iron going here. Because that way we can get that in the smeltery as well. Not bad, not bad. So each of these dense ores you'd smelt down into regular ores, and it's 2 for 1, as you can probably tell. There we go. Let's put that in here. Okay, that's about to go. Come on, a little bit further. There it goes. Some more iron in there. Let's see, can we throw the gold behind it? We can. Awesome. Let's see how much. We can't throw any tin behind it, then we have exactly enough. Okay, and that's all the osmium. So we're going to dump the mercury in here. We're going to put the osmium back out here because that's our metal storage for the time being. Organize that and move our faucet back down. Now we're going to need to, while that's working. Okay, once that goes, we're going to put the rest of this stuff in here. Let's go ahead and break. We don't have fortune on anything, so that's unfortunate. Ugh, that wasn't meant to be a pun, but it certainly was. Let's just go ahead and get this regular way for now, because that way we can start to use it to get fortune. But I think I'm going to hang on to the emerald ore until we have a crusher or a fortune pick or something like that. Okay, that's going to... Whoa! Oh, wow, I totally forgot about that guy. Okay. That was a pretty big-sized boom there. Let's just fill this in at this level for now. I'm not too worried about it. And we'll go ahead and use our last torch under here just so nothing spawns. I know that's kind of a silly way to do things, but 4, 5, 6... I'm going to have to break this to get out. Okay, there we go. And looking at our mini-map, I don't see any other creepers, so that's solved. Alright, so that's enough lapis to keep us going for a while. Okay, so now we can throw some tin in on top of that, and then we'll throw some copper in on top of the tin. And I'll just do 1 tin short, because it's 1 of those for every 2. 13. Okay, that should be alright. That should be alright. As long as we have twice as much copper as we had tin, and we did. So that should be just fine. That's going to alloy up there. So this is going to sit here and make ingots for a little while. Oops, take that back out. What are we casting at the moment? Iron already? Good. And there's loads of iron in there, 11 blocks plus. So that's going to be plenty of time while it's casting ingots one at a time for this all to alloy. And you can see it's already starting to convert. And we just wanted to have enough buffer in there that it would all convert to bronze before we ended up with like partial nuggets of whatever left. Okay, I don't need this allium at all. Let's eat this. Alright, well, we're not going to get any food from that, apparently. Put that in there, and we do need to get some more diamonds to make an enchanting table. There it goes. And we probably need to make a few more torches. Let's just go ahead and grab that coal out of there. Throw this black quartz away. Do we have sticks in that one? We don't. Let's get some of this material. And let's make some sticks. There's some sticks. And there's some torches. There we go. We've used up all of our charcoal. Okay, so like I said, the last thing I wanted to work on today was getting some storage made, and I think what we want to do is do some of the easy storage. So I did that in a previous mod not too long ago. Let's go ahead and do that. Easy storage, there we go. So we need a storage core, which is a chest, a blank box, and an ingot. We need some storage boxes, which is more blank boxes and more chests, and we need some blank boxes, which is all sorts of wood. So I think we're going to have to go take, maybe we're not going to have to take our lumber axe out. That's not that useful for us at the moment. Let's see what we can do with this. Turn that into there, and we're going to turn some of that into sticks. There we go. Okay, blank boxes. Good. All right, so let's see. Do we really need to make 10 blank boxes? Let's just make 8 of those for now. I don't think we need to make 10. Okay, storage core, we're going to need to make some chests. And we're going to need chests for all the storage upgrades as well. So there's 3 chests. Oh, you know what, though? I don't think those are going to work. Yep. Those don't count because they're from Quark, and Quark did not register these correctly, or that recipe from Easy Storage is not working correctly to let those count as regular chests. Is there any way I can uncraft these? Probably not. Okay. Recipes. I can make them into trap chests or any of the iron chests or things like that, but I can't convert them back down, it looks like. Okay, it looks like it might actually be easy storage because these can be used in the rest of the mod pack for storage drawers and that sort of thing. Yep, 17, 18. Oh, oak trap chest. If I combine it with a tripwire hook, somehow I get an oak trap chest, but that doesn't help me. But it also gives me a jungle trap chest. Alright, so we might have wasted some jungle wood there. Let's go ahead and we'll throw those in there for now. We might be able to use them for other things later on. Parts chests and iron chests and that sort of thing. But it looks like we probably are going to have to go out and get more materials just because I don't want to use up. And we just going to have to get more oak. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our lumber axe and start chopping trees. The good news is we have a lumber axe, and that's going to make this part a lot easier. There's a sapling. And we're just going to try and replant roughly in the same spot when we chop these down. These are in a decent looking location. There we go. We've got a bunch of saplings off of that one. Let's go ahead and throw a couple more of these out here. And we're going to sprint over here and get this one. It looks like our jungle trees up there grew too. So we have been planting a few trees as we've gone around. It's been pretty nice. The only thing we don't have over here is dark oak. So you can see we've got jungle, and we've got birch, we've got spruce, we've got oak. So it's pretty nice. And then of course the biomes of plenty of trees. So we've got one jacaranda tree back here. And I want to just get regular oak right now since it looks like that's the only thing that works with the chest patterns. There we go. Oh, nope. One of those. And we'll just throw some more, spam some more trees down here and there. And that way we'll get some larger stuff growing here in the future. Okay, how much wood do we have? That's going to be a lot better. Let's just get a bunch of that. And let's go home and make 6 more chests. All right. So here we go. Whoop, like that. There we go. So now we need a storage box. We need iron ingots, and we're going to need a bunch of iron to make the iron storage boxes anyway. So let's go ahead and grab most of a stack of that. Storage core, perfect. Now we want some storage boxes. And that is that. Okay. Can I still do this? Yeah, I still can. Perfect. And 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Excellent. Okay, so then storage boxes, 2 of those. And can we make any of these iron? We need iron bars and iron blocks for the rest of it. There's plenty of iron bars. What about iron blocks? It's enough to make one of them, I think. Okay, so we got a storage box and 2 condensed storage boxes. Can I make any of that stuff? I can probably smelt that back down, actually. And that one I can turn back into ingots for now. Can we make any of the other stuff, like a crafting grid? Oh, that's right, diamonds and eyes of ender. Search boxes, no, not yet. Sorting boxes, no, not yet. Don't need to worry about the security stuff, and this is new. I haven't even seen that yet. Extraction port. So I think that's what we're going to stop with right now. Can we make any more? No, not really. Okay, so let's put our iron away and let's get this thing set up somewhere. I think that's going to count. I guess it's going to go in here. That's sort of a block. Yeah, let's see that last. Okay, iron ingots. They're going to go back out here. Let's go ahead and sleep now real quick too. Okay, so we're going to put our iron ingots away. How are we doing in this thing? Still smelting iron? Yeah, bronze, tin, good. Look at that, no nuggets, just all full ingots and blocks. Perfect. Alright, so now we need to figure out where we want to put our storage core, because that's going to let us access all of this storage. I think we want it to be... in here somewhere, probably. But we want to be able to get it from outside the house as well, and I think Sakala's going to want to be able to get to it for her crops. So let's put it right here. And then we should be able to access it from both sides, from inside and outside. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. And then we're going to bury some storage right underneath it, actually. So there's 3 of those. Let's go ahead and put 1, 2, and then let's get the 3rd one right here, like that. There we go. All right, now we've got some storage. Now we can't search for it. We can only scroll. We can't do any crafting with it yet. It's just bulk storage, and it's going to be a lot of scrolling in the short term, but that is going to solve a couple of our problems. So like these things right here, don't need these anymore. We can put all this kind of random stuff in our storage network. All that stuff can go in here. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to do some cleanup in between episodes, but now you see how that goes. I'm going to hopefully do enough to get the search box on there, which is going to be finding some enchanted books. So we're going to have to go out and do some searching for that. We've got iron, we've got blank boxes. Compasses are not hard, just iron ingots and redstone. So we're either going to make a crafting table by finding a couple diamonds and some obsidian, or we're going to make some enchanted books and get it that way. But anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys liked this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it, then please subscribe. And as always, I've been BrickWaffle. Thank you for watching.